Hello and welcome to part 9 of my Foundations of Yoga video series. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about lines of energy. In addition to breath and playing your edges, which my 2 last videos were on, there is a third dimension to physical yoga. This dimension involves channeling energy into different parts of the body by creating lines of energy. These lines of energy are vibratory currents that move in different directions within each posture. Descriptions of internal states are approximations at best. Even the word energy, when used to signify an inward level of activation, may seem vague. Yet, we are aware of having more or less energy. If you pay attention, you may notice some parts of the body seem alive and vital, while others feel dead and blocked. You may also notice subtle currents moving in the body. This should not be surprising, since the body has a hydraulic or circulatory and an electrical or nervous system. Most of the stretching done in postures primarily involves muscles and tendons. But there is another kind of stretching that is the stretching of the nerves. Here you use the muscles to stretch the nerves, creating an energy flow instead of to gain greater extension in the posture. The focus is on creating an internal current in the nerves that can be felt and intensified. The intensity of this current in the nerves can be controlled by the muscles and has a vibratory feeling, usually moving in an outward direction. For example, you can create an internal line by holding your arm parallel to the floor and stretching it outward. This brings a vibration that moves from the shoulder, out the arm, and through the fingers. Each posture has its own lines of energy, which can be created at different stages in the posture and which complement one another and work together to involve the body as a whole. These lines of energy affect your yoga in several ways. First, by increasing energy within the posture. Second, by toning and relaxing the nervous system. Third, by decreasing the likelihood of injury through overextension of muscular stretch. Fourth, by increasing strength and endurance in postures. And fifth, by internally aligning the body in the pose. Concern for proper alignment in a posture is important. However, many people exclusively use external methods to get aligned, such as having another person, who hopefully knows alignment, adjust their body, or trying to approximate a picture or ideal of a completed pose. External methods are useful at times, but when alignment is done internally by the body's own intelligence, a posture can be truly understood. In the triangle pose, the arrows in Figure 1 mark the direction of 5 lines of energy. Strengthening the flow of the current along each of the lines automatically aligns the body from the inside. When the posture is properly aligned, the currents of energy flow more freely. This can be felt. These lines of energy break through blocks in the body without forcing the posture and ultimately give greater extension. If in triangle you emphasize the line from the shoulder through the raised arm to the fingertips, it opens the chest and aligns the pelvis. The back leg line moves from the hip down the leg into the outside of the foot, raising the arch. This line also aligns the pelvis and frees the hips. The front leg line moves from the buttock down the leg to the foot, aligning the front knee in a plane with the pelvis. The line moving up the spine outward elongates the spine, giving it room to move. This also unlocks the hips and works in opposition to the back leg line. The fifth line, from the shoulder down to the fingertips of the lower arm, helps keep the shoulders in the same plane as the pelvis and also helps move the posture to greater depth. These lines are actually moving the energy in 5 directions and creating different oppositions of musculature. Using muscle sets in opposition can allow you to separate different parts of the body, even the individual vertebrae of the spine, from each other, creating control, extension, energy, and release. It is learning to create and channel lines of energy that makes this possible. In the second figure, the extension is much less than in the first figure. Assume this is the place of first resistance, the first edge, as we discussed in the last video. By deepening your breath and consciously increasing the 5 lines in the posture, you are stretching within the pose or nerves instead of muscular stretching, which is reaching for greater extension. This aligns the body throughout the pose, helping you let go of initial resistance and allowing the body to draw you in more deeply. That's it on how to use lines of energy in yoga. I'll see you in the next episode.